Spring Equinox the day that I'm filming this video, and I am so excited. I love springtime. I love all the seasons for their own special novelties and reasons, but I especially love springtime because of all the color and blooms and just the fresh feeling that it brings. So today we are celebrating. We're gonna have a little spring soiree, a very intimate little dinner party. I sort of pieced this together very last minute. I was going back and forth if I wanted to host something or not, but I really did not want to go. I did not want to let the day go by without doing some sort of celebration. So having a few friends over tonight, and on the menu we are going to have garden focaccia, which I've made before but only once, and it was 3 or 4 years ago. So we have that on the menu, and then I'm also gonna make a veggie, it's actually a vegan soup that's really delicious. I've made that countless times before, so feel good about that. And then I'm also going to make lemon cheesecake, little miniature cheesecakes, and then I want to serve ice cream in cute flower pots. So that's what we're working with. I feel like I'm forgetting something, so I need to check my list, but I also will have lemonade and white wine, and I've been freezing these little butterfly ice cubes. I'll show you them later, but it's looking good. We just got to get moving, especially on the garden focaccia and the cheesecake, because both of those take a bit of time, not active time, but the cheesecake you have to let cool for a while, and then the garden focaccia you have to do 2 rises. So I want to get moving on that, and then I also want to prep just some of the decor. And then for activities, I'm going to set up a little planting station, and we'll plant some flowers in these little flower pots that my friends can take home with them. And then I also want to make flower crowns. So I bought a bunch of flowers from Trader Joe's this weekend, and then I got some thicker jute wire and some other supplies for that. Palmer and I actually went to the craft store this morning. I love that you can take your dog to the craft store. It just makes it that much more fun. So we had a little field trip, but that's what's on the agenda. I'm really excited to show you all of the details and celebrate springtime with you all. Whenever I host something, I just start piling stuff on the dining table so that I can kind of visualize everything. I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, so at the store, I bought 2 different sizes of flower pots because they had so many options, which was great. I love options, but I'm gonna decide which one I want to use for potting the flower seeds, and then which one I want to do to serve ice cream. I feel like maybe the bigger ones to serve ice cream. I'm gonna think on that, but whichever ones I decide on, I want to wash before serving ice cream in them. So I need to do that. And then this is the base for the flower crowns. I think this will be really, really helpful. It's the grapevine wire. So I want to cut circular shapes so that once everyone comes, we can go ahead and kind of have a head start to the flower crowns. And here's all the flowers I got from Trader Joe's. So many beautiful blooms, and the tulips that I actually have here. I have some other ones in the kitchen, but these are the peony-like tulips that they've had, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. I love all the petals, and they had a lot of different colors. So we're working with a lot of gorgeous flowers. I also made these butterfly ice cubes with these ice molds, which I think you could use them for chocolate or other different creations as well. But I made the butterflies pink by mixing a teeny tiny bit of beet powder with the water, and you really cannot taste the beet powder. I know that probably sounds scary, but I seriously used just a teeny tiny bit, and it's just a bit more healthy for you than the artificial food coloring, so I opted for that. But the ice cubes turned out so cute, and I just want to always have butterfly ice cubes on hand. The cheesecake recipe turned out really nicely. Whenever I make cheesecake, I'm very generous with the crust. I love a thick graham cracker crust or a chocolate crust. That just makes it so much more delicious to me. So that turned out well. And then
The focaccia was pretty easy to make, but on a day like today where I had so many different creations I wanted to work on, it definitely is more involved because you have to wait for those 2 rises, but totally worth it. And the good thing is about the focaccia is that it makes so much, so it's really ideal for a big group.
Okay, I made the flower crown outlines. Here's how they look. I also added some ribbon to the bottom. I think they're so sweet. So the next step for the flower crowns, which I'll just make mine now, or I'll get it started now, and then everyone else can do theirs when they arrive. But I'm gonna take this flower wire and I'm going to loop it around the thicker grapevine wreath wire, and then I'm gonna thread the different flowers through it. And then I also have the flower tape too, so if I want to secure anything more, I will, but ideally I'll just sort of wedge the flower stems in this flower wire just to simplify things a little bit. Making the flower crown, I sort of noticed that it actually is easier to attach the wire or attach the flower with the wire after the fact, after you pick out your floral pieces. So I really, in hindsight, I wouldn't do the wire first. I would just cut off smaller pieces of wire and secure the flowers that way instead. Okay, here's the flower crown I pieced together. It's so beautiful. I keep wanting to add more and more, but I think she has just enough. And I'm actually wearing the dress that I'm gonna wear tonight. I'm wearing it as a skirt right now because you can actually wear it as a skirt and then also a dress because it has this little tie part that you can tie on your top. So this is what it's gonna look like, but what we have left on the agenda is the focaccia. It's in its second rise right now, so we have that. And I'm gonna go ahead and garnish the cheesecake right now, so we'll get that out of the way. And then I need to start working on this soup because it's 4 o'clock. My friends are coming at 6:30. My friend Liz, she's coming any minute now actually, and she's gonna help me set up. But the hosting days, the prep days go by so quickly, so we gotta keep moving. Palmer's just looking at me funny. He's like, what is on your head, Mom? The artist Liz is finishing up the focaccia, and Mr.
Oh,
Palmer
Mr. Palmer.
is trying to insert himself as always. The masterpiece is ready to be baked.
Yes.
Here she comes. Our garden is going to grow. too. I wonder what it's gonna look like once it's dried out. That's a wrap. It was such a sweet night. I'm working on cleaning up, finishing up the dishes, and I left some of the stuff outside and I'll just get it in the morning. It's chilly. It's 50 degrees, which, you know, as Floridians, we're spoiled with our warm weather, so it felt, we brought the blankets out because obviously I was very chilly in this dress, but it was a sweet night, had a yummy meal. I did something terrible though. My friend Haley, she's allergic to peas, and I know this, and the soup I've made for her before, but I omitted the peas. But when I was making it today, I totally forgot. I just was thinking, oh, she's had it before, like it's like she doesn't have any of her allergies, but I totally forgot about the peas. So I go to serve it to her and she's like, girl, there's sweet peas, and I felt terrible. Can't believe I did that, but thankfully I was able to make her like a yummy egg hash with peppers and onions, and she was so sweet about it. But I was so mad at myself for forgetting that and messing that up. But other than that, the soup was very delicious. The focaccia, really, really good. We have a little bit of leftovers and I sent some to-go bags because it makes a lot of bread, which is fabulous for a dinner party. But really thankful for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it and have a beautiful spring. We have a lot of spring aspects or spring activities to look forward to on the horizon. I'll be hosting for Easter again, so let me know if you want me to film prepping to host for that and any sort of crafts we work on. I did want to show you these paper flowers. I think I've showed you them before when I was making some for a baby shower, but it's really great for various parties, and basically you can use tissue paper that you already have or used tissue paper because it looks really nice when you crumple it up. It kind of adds more texture. So you make the shape of the flower petals, and then I hot glued them together, and it looks great to layer them. And then you just add some moss in the center. So we had these at our wedding too, not these exact ones, but the paper flowers. And I think they're so whimsical and just add a beautiful little element to an outdoor space, indoor space. So I thought I would share that. But again, I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a beautiful rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you next. Bye.